Hello everybody, it's Mr. Coral. Today we're going to be learning about the basic levels of problem solving and how we can use it in our daily life. Our first step to using engineering is to identify a problem. As you can see here, we have 6 problem solvers working together on some schoolwork. To keep the environment more enjoyable, David decides to take out his phone so they could all listen to music. As he turned the music up, Sam had no problem hearing what was playing. Then Dom started to hear, and he turned it all the way up to where even Eric and Tony could join in too. However, as you can see, Carrie could not hear David's phone. So just like that, our group of friends had found their problem. Once the problem was identified, our friends needed to move to the next step, which is finding how to create a solution. Feeling bad that his phone was the one leaving out one of his friends, David asked Dom to start coming up with various ideas on how they could help everybody enjoy the music together. They took turns brainstorming ideas and wrote down each one so they could look back before making a decision. Eventually, they decided to make a stand that would amplify and project the sound of David's phone so that everybody could hear it clearly. Once their solution had been decided on, Tony began to build the idea using Tinkercad, which is an online modeling program that can be used to create models and custom objects. As a designer, he needed to be very careful to measure exact sizes that they would need for the amplifier as to continue bringing the idea to life. After all, if he was not careful with his measurements, David's phone may not be able to fit, making it nearly impossible for their hard work to get positive results. When finished with the file, Tony exported his work and sent it to Sam. As the group's most experienced printer, it was her responsibility to take the collective work of everybody so far, then bring the idea to life. Using Bamboo Lab software, Sam was able to calculate the exact amount of filament that her printer would need and how long it would take to finish the job. Once this information was gathered, she began the printing process and let her friends know how long they had until the device was ready. When the product was finished, it was time for them to put their work to the test. Everybody gathered around their workspace again, and David began playing music. Slowly it started to fill the room, until everybody was able to hear, except for Carrie once again. At this time, that's whenever David slid his phone into their new device and hit resume. Suddenly, the room filled with music so they could all listen together. Their work was a great success. Before you get a chance to try online modeling yourself, let's take some time to review the steps used to solve a problem using our engineering concepts. First, you must identify a problem. Then, create a solution, build your design, print your model, and finally, test your product. Good luck!